Alright guys, welcome to a new video. I will be doing a new format. As you can see, you can actually see my face. It's pretty late right now. Um, so be more interactive. Yeah, look, you guys can see that. This PlayStation camera's garbage. It's 1 a.m. Wow. You could see the thing on my phone. My phone's actually pretty, it's dying and it's dirty. But either way, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so this video we will be talking about how GTA is a great game and the story, the single player of GTA. So the characters, the relationship that the characters build. Sorry if I'm looking up. It's just because my screen's up here, my camera's down here. And just how great the characters are. I think the best part about the game is the dialogue. Um, just because of how much it actually matters. And just the dialogue is super good in this game. Probably one of the best dialogue, like, the best dialogue, the best characters in any game I've ever played in my life. I mean, like, Ghost of Tsushima had really good dialogue. It was actually a really great game. But I think it still wasn't as good as this game. And this game came out in 2013. But nonetheless, this game is a great game, and I will be showing it to you right now with some quick and cutscenes that I recorded before this. So I'm gonna show you guys the cutscenes. Alright guys, you could see this and it's gonna be awesome.
What do you want?
Man, I come by for that drink you offered, that's all.
I wasn't really serious about that.
What?
You're here, whatever. Sit. You're not gonna rob me again.
Man, I never robbed you. That was just a repossession.
Okay. You call it whatever you want to call it. I really don't care. What can I do for you?
Shit, I just came by to see if there's something I can help you with. I see you doing well for yourself.
Look, I'm retired.
Ain't you a bit young for the pipe, slippers, and staring at a fucking sunset?
You know, I've been in this game for a lot of years. And I got out alive. That makes me the right age. You look like a good kid. But if you want my advice, you give this shit up. You work hard, screw over everybody that you love. Hurt, rob, kill indiscriminately, and maybe, just maybe if you're lucky, you become a 3-bit gangster. It's bullshit. Go to college. Then you're gonna rip people off and get paid for it. It's called capitalism.
So what I saw the other day was like when a corpse briefly reanimates itself and terrorizes everyone, right?
What you saw the other day was a guy dealing with pests.
I guess I never saw myself as just a fucking pest.
Well, and today's lesson's all about humility. Tomorrow we'll try a training montage.
A training what?
Nothing. I was just lost in an 80s movie fantasy.
Yeah, I can see you spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, as much as I can.
So that's why you here in Vinewood then, right?
Maybe I'm here because I'm just an idiot who thinks that imported palm trees are a good substitute for not really knowing what the fuck you're doing on this earth.
Jesus, man. You a good time, you know that.
I tell you what. Least I can do is buy you that beer. There's a little bar I like. It's not too far from here. Let's go.
All right, man. I'm following you.
Let's take Amanda's car.
So as you just saw from that cutscene, the dialogue from Michael and Franklin, it's just an amazing dialogue. Just the way they interact and the fact that every cutscene was motion captured. So that means that every cutscene they actually like used motion capture stuff, and they uh, show just they actually do the scenes. That's what I'm trying to say. They legitimately do every single part in the cutscene. But they don't do that for the driving sections, of course. But it's crazy because just the amount of how it just sounds so real. It doesn't sound like a manufactured thing. It's actually like part of the game. It's part of just everything. Just it makes it feel alive. Just how in Ghostbusters, Bustin' makes me feel good. Listening to I could just listen to this game, and I would be just impressed. Like this game could be a movie, and I would just love it. It would be The Irishman, but more modern. It would be the Modern Warfare of movies. So as the game is learning, I'm about to tell you that this is going to be another cutscene, and just
Get
look
back
at how they
You're
interact.
not even hidden. Have you got it?
I've been trying, Trevor. I've been trying.
Come on over here, all right? I ain't gonna hit you.
I've been trying.
I know, I know.
I thought you said you wasn't gonna hit me.
I thought you said you were gonna find fucking Michael Townley.
There's two Michael Townleys living in LS. One is 83, and the other one is at kindergarten. I asked the teacher to put him on the phone just to be safe, but she threatened to call the cops. I ain't no molester, Trevor.
Shut
Then I
up
asked-
before I molest you, all right? Now, is there anything else?
I looked through the phone directory. I did find a Michael DeSanta, about the right age, married with 2 kids.
What's his wife's name?
Amanda?
Amanda.
Yeah.
You're a genius, you moron. Come on, come here. Woo! Don't you ever not tell me things I want to know.
Sorry, Trevor.
Run, you little bastard! Get out here! We're going to Los Santos.
Are we?
Not you, me and Wade.
What about me?
You're CEO of Trevor Phillips Enterprises. Find us some business so that we can make some money. And tidy my shit up. Let's go, Wade, come on. I'm driving.
So, you could just see how the characters interact with each other, and it just looks really nice. But at the same time, I'm gonna go over the story in a brief and quick way. So, the story is about Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. Franklin is a low gangster who works for this guy called Simeon, and he just does repo jobs. But I'm pretty sure that's illegal, like the jobs that he's doing right now. But you know, he just does that, and one day he stumbles into Michael, and Michael just wasn't having it, and so Michael just teaches Franklin a lesson, and the first clip was just Franklin talking to Michael after that whole incident, and then the game, right, it started you off in the prologue where it was like showing you all these characters, but you really didn't know anything about them until after you do the first heist. You get introduced to Trevor, and you realize that Trevor was the last one surviving out of the first bank heist from the beginning of the game. And it's just such a good story because Trevor comes back to find Michael, as you saw there. He came back to find Michael. It was a pretty awkward situation. And Trevor is overall just sort of just the main psychopath. Like he's an awesome character, don't get me wrong. And the actor for Trevor actually got a role in The Walking Dead. It's pretty crazy. And Trevor is just crazy. But the best part about this game, just seeing Trevor and Michael and Franklin's relationship just build, like one on top of the other. It's very like cool. and it's very good. It makes sense, and the game just overall looks pleasing. The best part about this game is the ending. You have three choices, which is also, if this is a spoiler warning, I'm sorry, but this game is like 7 years old, so sucks to suck. But either way, the ending where you could choose to kill Michael or Trevor, or save both and kill Devin Weston, is just such a great way to cap off the story. Because you do the big one, which is just robbing the biggest bank in Los Angeles, Los Santos, and it's just crazy. The game overall has a wide variety of weapons. Um, like its sandbox is like RPGs, assault rifle, SMGs, shotguns, snipers, pistols, grenades, sticky bombs. Like there's like a category for that. It has a big sandbox and an even bigger soundtrack. Alright guys, so you're about to see the sandbox I was talking about earlier, and just how the gameplay works in general. It works, that's for sure, but it's very weird, to say the least. But I'm about to show you guys all the soundtracks. So when I'm in the car, so like, look at all these soundtracks. You could use all of these. There's nonstop pop. There's a soundtrack for country music. There's a podcast soundtrack. There's a rock soundtrack, like rap soundtrack, like not soundtrack, stations, like radio stations. I'm mega mind brain, and you have a whole bunch of like just like music, like weird beats. I don't know. It's weird. There's something for everyone, and it's just very good. There's an overall rounded soundtrack. You saw what I did there, cause it's in a wheel. And yeah, this game also features just first person mode, different perspectives. It is like what? They added so many things into this game, and just it makes this game just feel like it has more than it really needed, but it's like in a good way. It's not like it's over bloating. It's more like it has more. We didn't ask for it. It's just still a great addition to the game. It's just awesome. The game is super polished. There's barely any glitches, unless if you go to online, then that's you know, glitch heaven, and it just makes the game feel complete. All right, guys, we're going over the customization now. So there's pants, as you saw right there, and there's just a whole bunch of stuff you can customize your character with in this game. Your character, you can change a whole bunch of stuff, and stuff changes between all the characters. Like you don't get the same like coat. This is just my Franklin's stuff, but if you have Michael, it's more formal. Franklin's more just like casual, and Trevor is more just crazy. Like I'm pretty sure you can put a dress on Trevor. But what's cool about this is, depending on how you dress, characters will talk different to you. Like Lamar, if you get a haircut, because Lamar in the beginning of the game he tells you to get a haircut. If you actually do get that haircut, he actually speaks to you like, "Oh my God, you finally got that raggedy haircut fixed," and it's just like adds to the immersion of the game. It adds to how much just the game feels. It feels more like you're living in the world rather than you're just playing through the game. It's whatever, you know. You just want to see the story, want to play the story, but it actually shows the level of detail that they put into the game. And speaking of detail, just look at all the customization stuff. And it's way more in online, like way more. But it just adds to the immersion. It just adds to how much you just want to play the game and see what happens. You know, try something new. That's what's good about games. You know, you try something new, and you try other stuff. All right, so I'm gonna try something new with my final thoughts on the game. I'm actually gonna give it a score. That's what I didn't give Avengers like a final score, like rating out of 1 through 10. But if I were to give it a score, it'd probably be 2 to 3, just because of how disappointing it was. But the story, in my opinion, is just phenomenal, perfect. It has everything. It has good story, good character, good side characters, good side missions, good missions, fun missions, great sandbox, great cars. The driving is fluid in this game, and it's not clunky. Um, the dialogue is good, the music is good, the characters like just vibe off each other. They actually like go off each other's energy. Fun fact: Michael's voice actor was an actual like real life actor. He was in Law and Order, and he was in a couple other stuff too. He was like a really famous actor, and he was really good. And he was like sort of in this like pre like sort of just like sort of retirement, not really retired, phase of his life. And this game, once he saw the part, he just wanted it, and that's sort of good because it just he's the perfect person for that character in my opinion. And they all the characters just come out as awesome, relatable, you know, funny, um, and just they all are not bad. They're not annoying. They're not bad. They are actually just they're good. They are good characters with actual like you could get behind them. You could understand them. You could relate to them. It's not they're not totally unrelatable or totally just like annoying or bad or just straight garbage. You know, it actually has meaning, and they do have a bunch of things that you could just like about them, like and dislike. That's with every person, but this game nails it, and that's why my final verdict or final score or final I don't know. It's my first time doing this. Is a 10 out of 10 on a 7-year-old game. I know, but yeah. So there will be a part 2 to this video, which will be the rise and fall of GTA Online. Stay tuned for that, guys. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next upload.